Two Delaware County-based FedEx workers are accused of stealing at least 181 cell phones worth approximately $171,000. And they also allegedly recruited people to sell them. Tyrone Bowman, live. Welcome to the program. According to ABC News, the headline reads, under the heading, two Delaware County-based FedEx workers and 7 co-conspirators have been charged in a $173,000 cell phone theft scheme. These are 2 young men, as you can see them there. All right, now let me talk about it for a few moments. 2 Delaware County-based FedEx workers and 7 co-conspirators have been arrested in connection to an organized cell phone theft scheme. Pennsylvania Attorney General Dave Sunday announced the charges on Thursday. The FedEx workers are accused of engineering a scheme last year involving the theft of cell phones from shipments that were then allegedly sold by the co-conspirators, according to Sunday. The alleged ringleaders, identified as 25-year-old Lanier McBride and 25-year-old Calhoun Wilmore, are both charged with felony counts of corrupt organizations, organized retail theft, criminal solicitation, and related offenses. Officials say McBride and Wilmore were hired by FedEx last summer and quickly began the theft scheme, which ran from late June through September 2024. The duo is accused of stealing at least 181 cell phones worth approximately $171,000 and recruited people to sell them at eco AMT stations. The sales of the phones netted the organization $57,000 in profit, according to officials. The sellers were paid between $200 and $300 for each phone, according to the Attorney General's office. The 7 other individuals who allegedly sold the cell phones, identified as Toria McBride, McBride's mother, Albert Payne, Lamaya Young, Janaya Mane Wilmore, Siani Wilmore, Danicia Jackson, and Lamar Taylor, have also been charged with similar offenses, officials said. You can believe a lot of snitching is going to be going on right there, so people don't have to go down. FedEx released a statement on the investigation saying, quote, the security of our customers' shipments is a top priority. We will not tolerate criminal activity in our network and will take swift action with our law enforcement partners to shut down any such activity, adding, these individuals are no longer employed by FedEx. I don't know if I can get this video to work or not, but I'll try. Let's see what happens. Maybe the video will work, maybe it won't work. I don't know, but I will try.
And with a phone theft ring allegedly involving FedEx workers in Delaware County. 2 former employees, along with more than a half a dozen accomplices, are now behind bars facing serious charges.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania Attorney General says the suspects were involved in a sophisticated scheme to steal new cell phones and then cash in. Action News reporter Trish Hartman live now in Linwood with the latest on this. Trish.
O'Brien, Sarah, both men in this case are facing more than 400 charges. Authorities say the 2 so-called ringleaders of this theft ring working out of a warehouse that was here in Linwood. They were stealing cell phones, hundreds of them from shipments, and then passing them off to other people to sell them. These are the suspects the Pennsylvania Attorney General says worked for FedEx but stole at least 181 cell phones from shipments and then passed them off to sellers. Lanier McBride and Karan Wilmore, both 25 from Chester, are charged with corrupt organizations, organized retail theft, and related crimes. Authorities say they worked out of this warehouse in Linwood, and between June and September of last year, they stole the phones worth $173,000. McBride and Wilmore would then allegedly pass the phones to 7 other suspects who would then sell the phones at eco ATMs, making $200 to $300 per phone. One of those co-defendants was McBride's own mother. Authorities caught up with the accused by tracing them through the eco ATMs. The machines record all sales with photographs of the sellers, which led police to McBride and Wilmore. Authorities say sales of the phones netted the organization around $57,000 in profit. FedEx released a statement today, part of which says, quote, "We will not tolerate criminal activity in our network and will take swift action with our law enforcement partners to shut down any such activity." Now, FedEx also says those two defendants.
Well, that's all we have there, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you, as a law student and preparing for this career, I'm in court every day, and I see and hear a lot of stuff. And I want to just say this to you all before it's too late. Make sure that you stay out of trouble. Never surrender. Never quit.